Hi everyone, this is Hannah Herold with Archery Maniacs, and I'm going to be talking about the new black gold competition sight. So black gold is pretty well known for their hunting sights. Just recently in this last year, they came out with their first competition sight, which I'm really excited about. I've always shot their hunting sights on my hunting bows. They're durable, great warranties. And I always told myself if they came out with a tournament competition sight, I would shoot it, and now I'm shooting it. So let's see. To start with, they have a pretty standard connection to attach it to your bow here. Screw top, you can adjust the arm. They actually have, like most sights do, these little indents along the arm there. Once you find the indent you'd like it screwed in at, you can just screw down this little screw here. Easy to take on and off. I usually just slide it in when I'm packing it in my case, and I have plenty of room. On the sight itself, so you do have two options with the arm length. I have the shorter arm length. They do make a longer arm length, but I found that I don't need that. I mean, I put mine right here in between the 7 and the 8, and it's plenty far out. I know a few people who've had the longer arm length, and they don't need it. If you're someone who likes your sight 1.5 feet out from your bow, maybe you could use that arm length, but I haven't found it necessary. Things I like about this sight, just like any competition sight, you're gonna have your elevation and your windage adjustments here. Just like most good tournament sights, they do have the micro click adjustments. So when I'm clicking here, let's see, when I'm clicking the micro click, I can go in between each number, so you have those half clicks. I'll let you see that there. It's got the little arrow that's really handy to help you show which way's up. When you get a new sight, sometimes you forget, and it sucks when you're in the middle of a tournament and turn it the wrong way and have to remember how many clicks you adjusted it. So they do have that on the elevation adjustment. To help make sure you're not accidentally moving it, they have a little sliding knob here. So you can see if you roll the knob all the way down, it'll lock it into place. You don't have to worry about your sight moving. There we go. If you want to move your sight just a little bit, you can unlock it, and now you've got the click enabled. If you want to move it a lot, you slide a little bit more, and now you have the slide adjustments. So it makes it really easy, locks right back into place, clicks into place in the right spot. You don't have to worry about it getting off track or anything. I have not had any issues with this sight at all, moving it from an 8-yard shot to a 100-yard shot. When I move it that far of a distance and click it back into place, it is on spot. What else? So when you're moving your windage is something in the middle of a tournament you're going to be adjusting a lot. They have this handy windage lock here. Let me get on a windage mark. And so right there you can see I've pushed that little button out. This will lock the windage in place to make sure you're not accidentally moving it. You push it back, you can now move your windage. Lock it into place, it's stuck. So the fact that they have these double locking features or these mechanisms is really handy. Especially if you're shooting, for example, a feed around 50 meters, you get your spot, you have the perfect windage, the perfect elevation, don't want to move it, just lock them in and you're set. One of my most favorite things about this sight is it's got micro adjustment for each axis, first, second, and third axis. When you're out there shooting something like a field tournament where you're going on steep angles, side hills, changing your distance throughout the entire tournament for over 100 shots, you want to make sure your first, second, and third axis are on. And they have really handy adjustments here. You can see, I don't know if you can see those little marks there. They label each axis adjustment, and it's as simple as turning that little screw to micro adjust each axis. The sight itself does not come with a scope. They're new into making these sights. They don't have a scope made yet, but you can put any scope on the market on it. I have my Sherlock scope on it, and it fits on really easy. It's actually, I'll take it off here, unlock it. Super easy to take on and off. Unscrew this knob here. Drop it in the woods here and lose it forever. Make sure I don't do that. You pull it off your sight. All you do is you take your scope housing. This piece here is what screws into those 3 little points on the sight. It's got the spring, easy to put on and off. This makes it really easy for me to put it in my sight case and move it during travel. And then you screw your little elevate or your windage knob back on. It's that simple. Putting my scope housing on was easy. It can fit, like I said, pretty much any scope housing you have. Lastly, like all good competition sights, you've got the needle here so you can see exactly where you're at. On the back side, if you like putting a sight tape on, you can put a sight tape on there. These little needles are adjustable to fit exactly where you want them to go. When you're first setting up the sight, you've got the easy left and right adjustment here. You can also take this arm off and move it up and down the actual housing. Really just super adjustable to how you want it on your bow. I guess some of my favorite things about this are that even though it's got this exposed screw, it does not collect gunk. I've had issues with other sights in the past collecting gunk. This thing is super smooth up and down in the wind. You've got dust blowing into it, no issues. On a scale of 1 to 10, I honestly would rate it a 10. I've always liked black gold. Their warranty is amazing. You break anything, you could drop this on the ground, shatter a piece off of it. Probably not going to happen because they make tough products, but if it does, you send it in, they repair it and send it back. Or replace it if that's necessary. They've got amazing customer service. I absolutely would recommend this to a friend. I think it's the best tournament sight on the market that I've seen so far, my favorite. Yeah. I guess that's about it. I highly recommend this sight and hope you guys get a chance to shoot it at some point. Thanks, everyone.